to my channel. Today is a vibe day. Let's talk. Let's get some things out there. So I want you guys to come in, take what resonate, leave what doesn't. If it don't resonate, then don't try to make it fit. I want you guys to hit that like and subscribe button. If you are already a subscriber, thank you, Spirit. Please make sure you hit that like button for your girl. Okay? So there are some things I want to talk about that came to me, especially what's his name? Orlando Brown. His video was going viral about the fruit trees and the vegetables and the water and stuff like that, right? So when I come to think of it, when I was a little girl, we did have fruit trees. We had fruit trees. We had vegetable trees. I remember as a little girl, I was able to climb the tree and get an apple. Thank you, Spirit clarification. Get an apple, rinse the apple, and eat the apple. I also remember grapes being in the back of that tree and being in a big field. And I also remember, thank you, Spirit clarification. And I also remember peas. They was used to be all in a little shell, stuck together, and the peas would hit the ground. Now, what I recognize is that's where the homeless supposed to eat. They was never supposed to be hungry, especially during spring and summer. The homeless is supposed to have free water. That's why they was never supposed to be thirsty. That's why there were water fountains everywhere. Water is free. So they never supposed to be thirsty. That's why fruit trees was everywhere, because they was never supposed to be hungry. And during the winter time, hi, sweetie. During the winter time, the church, pastors, preachers, church should be open for the homeless to be able to sleep, to be able to eat. But unfortunately, so many things has changed within this. Now, like I said, Orlando Brown has a point. There were fruit trees. There were ways for us to eat fruit. There were ways for us to eat fruit. Okay, there was ways for the homeless to eat. I remember those apple trees, and I remember those grape trees, and I remember those pea trees. I remember them when I was a little girl. And now that I look back on it, those trees have disappeared. Those trees is not there anymore. So what the fuck happened? And if you notice that all the water fountains, even in the summertime, the water fountains have disappeared because the water was free. The homeless should always be able to drink water because water is free. It was given to us by the Most High God. There was a water fountain everywhere so the homeless can receive water. And there were fruit trees and pea trees and stuff everywhere so the homeless can be able to have an apple. The homeless can be able to have a grape. And there was a water fountain to rinse those apples. Thank you, Spirit clarification. It was a water fountain to rinse those apples and rinse those grapes. But it disappeared. It disappeared. There is no more fruit trees. And even if you go into a hospital, some of the water fountains are out. Even when you go to a park, most of the water fountains don't even work in the park. Right? So in the wintertime, we're wondering, the homeless supposed to be able to go to every church to be able to eat, to be able to sleep, to be able to eat, to be able to sleep. The homeless should be able to go there and do that because during the spring and the summer, they're provided with those foods. They're provided with fruit. They're provided with things to eat, and they're provided with water. But unfortunately, those things has been taken away. And when I watched the Orlando Brown speak on that, he is actually right. Hi guys, how you doing? He is actually right. In America, all of those things have been taken away. But as a little girl, when I was a little girl, there were fruit trees. I don't know if anyone else remember fruit trees But I do. Me and my cousins, hi sweetie, me and my cousins used to climb those trees and we used to get those apples, or we used to shake the tree to where the apples fall down and we pick the apples up and we go rinse the apples and we eat them. And grapes. And like I said, it was a tree specifically that grew peas on it. The peas was in a little shell, but they was connected together. It was a tree that grew peas. And I understand now that it was for the homeless. There were trees everywhere for the homeless during the spring, during the summer. During the spring, during the summer, they were able to eat. It was given to them freely. And now they are disappeared, and every water fountain was working. And now I just think about it and I'm like, wow, life has really changed, because now we're buying water when there was a water fountain everywhere for when you get thirsty. And that motherfucker produced cold water. The water fountain always gave you cold, good water. Not anymore. In order to receive cold, good water, you got to go in the store and you got to buy it for $1.50 or $2 when the water was already set in stone to be given to us for free. Also, with the fruit, you didn't have to go in the stores and buy an apple. It was an apple tree damn near everywhere that was able to, for a homeless person to eat. They didn't have to ask anyone to help them with food, because there was a tree that was producing food for them to eat. And guess what? They have tore them trees down, and now they're making us pay for it. And now they're starving out the homeless and not even helping them with a place to eat or a place to sleep, and not even giving them water. And the church is supposed to do that. And the wintertime, that's what these churches are built for, when you're doing God's job. When you're doing what God has designed you to do, is open your doors to those who are less fortunate, so they can eat, so they can sleep, and they can receive water, because it's cold outside. And you know what? I want you to say that. I know you're lying, and I know you just came on here to say that, but I'm gonna tell you something. You better be careful what you say. You better be careful what you say, because there's no way you're homeless and this is what you said. I ain't saying what I said, because this is not my life. You're wishing that on your life, and you think that it's cute to come on here and say that I am, and I'm eating out the trash. This is what you stated on your own life. So if you feel like that, you better be careful what you say, because you can wake up tomorrow and that can actually be you. Why you thinking that it's cute to come on here and say that when it's not? Be careful what you put out into that universe, because you should exactly take it back. Stupid. Now you want to take the comment away, but that was stupid to say. How much what? No, it sounds like I have common sense, and it sounds like you don't. It sounds like I'm worried about what happened to the fruit trees and the water that was given to the homeless, and it sounds like you don't care. That's why I love when y'all come on here and y'all try to jump in between the conversations and start talking negative. I love that. You know why I love that? Because my Father God is watching down on everyone that does that when we're talking about something seriously. So the same things that you send at me to ask me and say at me is what you're going to receive back. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. This is my job. This is my job. And I work for myself. If you wanted to know, I had a job. Was I a working woman before? Yes, I was a working woman before. I worked as an armed security officer for 5 years. Now I work for myself through the grace of God. Yeah. And this is my job, delivering a message that God has guided me to deliver. And I came on here to talk to adults about adult situations that's going on in the world. But unfortunately, people want to come in and interrupt that. I don't have that. I don't have an Onlys fan. I don't do nothing like that. I don't have that. Okay. Now what I did realize is when I came on here to talk to y'all about it, my Big J gave me these cards. You see behind this baby? You see the fruits? You see the sun shining? Because God had blessed us with that. But this is what's going on now. It's dry. Ain't nothing being produced and ain't nothing moving forward. Okay? Y'all see what I'm talking about? It used to. That's when I was a kid. And when some of y'all, most of y'all, when y'all was a kid, it was given to us. God provided that. Now it's dry. We're not receiving anything. And the homeless ain't eating. That's a problem right there. I ain't never got to make it up. You see that? No kid should be hungry. No homeless person should be hungry. And believe it or not, there's a lot of homeless children out here that's starving, and a lot of people not paying attention to that. And like I said, when I was little, when I was a kid, there was a goddamn apple tree. I ain't seen one in a long time. And now, when I think about it, look at that. We don't have those things that we used to have. And I ride past in my old neighborhood. Them trees ain't up there producing no apples. And the same place that I used to know that they were. I ran past my old neighborhood and I rode past there. And normally the apples and grapes and stuff would be in the grass. I ain't seen that. I haven't seen that in a long time. A real long time. What else, Spirit? Yeah. So, yeah, but things is about to change. The Wheel of Fortune. I feel like, because all this, they making us pay for the water, they making us pay for the fruit when it was given. It was given to us freely. It was by the Most High God. He made sure that we had water everywhere to eat and drink. He made sure we had fruit. He made sure that we had water. Yeah, he did. There was no person should have been left hungry. But now, there's a lot of hungry individuals out here when it shouldn't be. I'm trying to tell you, God had already balanced it out. Every homeless person was able to eat and drink. Now they out here begging to eat and drink when they shouldn't have to. It was already given to the Most High God. Things was already balanced out. You see that? But now they have to beg to eat and drink when it was already given. And you got some people that walk past that won't even feed the homeless. You see this person not receiving anything. This person is. You got some people that give and you got some people that don't. You got some people that say out of their mouth, oh, they need to get up and get a job. I ain't homeless, so they shouldn't be homeless. You got selfish individuals out here. But God made it to where we homeless shouldn't have to ask because it was already given. He did. But now things is stuck in limbo because the love ain't even given. The love is flighty. People feel like giving somebody $1 or $2 is gonna kill them. They don't nobody want to help out the other. Everybody trying to judge people for what they need $1 or $2 for. He just gonna take my money and go do drugs. Or they just gonna take my money and go do this and go do that. It don't even matter. It don't even matter what they gonna do. If you willing to give truly from your heart, it don't matter what they taking the dollar to do. You're giving the dollar from your heart. If they choose to take this dollar, go buy a bag of chips, or go buy it on a pop, or go buy it on a beer, it don't matter. You gave the dollar truly from your heart.
Yep.
What else, Spirit? Yeah. And that's why a lot of people wishes are not being fulfilled, because they lost the eyesight to what's really going on right now. Yeah. But things about to be balanced out, because a lot of things are dried out. But water is still free. Yeah, they may try to make us pay for it, but God gave us that water. You see on both pictures. Pay attention now. Everything around is dead and dried out, but that water, because that water is free. You hear me? Pay attention to it. Everything is dried out, but that water, because water is free. And God gonna make sure that people are back receiving the water that He was giving us for free. I'm trying to tell you. He's going to make sure that we receive that again. Things is about to change up. Things is about to be different. And God is going to make sure of that, because now we're paying for something that He gave for free. And now we're paying for something. We're paying for food. We're paying for food that He gave us for free. Things is about to change. It's going to be back. I'm not going to say back the way it used to be, but I'm hearing better than ever. Because
I see one of them cars with shoes on it.
With the fruits? Yeah. With the fruits and the water. That's with the fruits. That's what we used to do, what we used to receive when we was younger. But since things have changed, everything done dried out, but ain't nothing else but water. Everything done dried out but water. Because water is free.
How about the cups?
Everything is there but water. I mean, everything has dried out but water. Because water was free. That was a water fountain everywhere that you go. Mm-hmm. For the homeless to be able to receive water. But now we walking past in the summer.
Less and less.
Mm-hmm.
More, less and less.
Yeah. So in the summertime, you know how people is dying from dehydration? People shouldn't be dying from dehydration when there was a water fountain in every park, so they can have water. Shouldn't be. So God is going to change that. He gave it to us once. He's going to give it back to us again. And it's going to be better than ever. And again, like a lot of those people are opening up those church homes, opening up those churches, wanting people to give in the church. There's nothing wrong with that, because the light still got to stay on, still got to have some heat in there. But the thing is, when those people is giving to the church to keep the church up and going, you're supposed to be giving back to the people. No homeless person should be left hungry. No homeless person should be out there in the cold when the church has a spot for them to sleep. So therefore, all the pastors that is moving in this energy and only thinking of $1, things is going to change. Yeah. Things is going to change. People are supposed to be moving from love. Those who are doing God's work. And they supposed to be giving and planting those fruit trees so the homeless can eat. Okay? And Spirit say that's the truth. Spirit say that's the truth. Okay? So a lot of things that is going on now is about to come to an end. It's about to come to an end, because this world is not moving with love and kindness. It's moving more with hate and greed. Only focusing on the money. Only focusing on sex, and only focusing on drugs, and that's it. That's how the world is moving. Now this world need a passionate new beginning. And they're about to receive it. Okay?
You know, not too short.
Anything
not too
else?
long. You'll see how it.
Things are coming to an end, so there can be a new beginning. Those trees will be grown again, and things is going to get better than ever. All this toxicity is coming to an end. And I'm going to tell a lot of you guys, I know a lot of people come on here and joke or come on here to try to interrupt and tell about what God you serving and, you know, who you talking to while you using these cars. And I want to explain something to y'all that do that before I get up off here. Just like y'all go to the church and y'all judge people at the church, and every pastor ain't a good pastor. Every spiritual person ain't a good spiritual person. There's always a negative person somewhere. Okay? But every pastor ain't negative, and every spiritual person ain't negative. These cards is for the subscribers that need to understand the reading more. That's what the cards is for. Me personally, I don't need the cards because I hear exactly what my Big J is telling me to tell you guys. But the cards is for them, for those who are trying to understand it. Every reader don't give out guidance. Every reader don't give out advice, because every reader is not chosen by the Most High God to do this. Some people pick up these cards and do it for money. Some people learn these cards, but let me tell you, those who are chosen don't got to learn these cards. They don't have to learn nothing on them, because every time they pick a card up, it's going to go exactly what the universe is telling them. They can hear it. That's for the people that's actually chosen to do this. I didn't have to learn these. I picked them up when God guided me to buy them. And when I bought them, I instantly connected with the deck that I was guided to buy. And that's what most readers that's chosen to do this. Every pastor that open up a church ain't chosen to do that. Some of them open up the church to actually get money out of it, or be able to do tax-free things out of it. Everyone that do this ain't chosen. But what y'all need to understand is, stop coming on here or going on other readers' platform talking about they're this and they're that when you're being judgmental. You don't know me. You don't know what I'm here to do. I'm chosen to do this, and you don't know them. And you don't know certain pastors. You don't know everyone that's chosen by the Most High God. But what you best to understand is, be careful how you come at those who are chosen, because God don't play about the ones that is. So everyone that you think you calling upon, or you trying to say they this and trying to say that, you're being judgmental towards the chosen ones. Everyone not fake, everyone not phony, and everyone not looking for $1. So when you feel like, oh, I know I'm speaking this, no, you're not. You're being judgmental to some of the wrong individuals. You're being judgmental to ones that was chosen by the Most High God to do their job. And you coming on here interrupting it, but you're the same one that say you go to church every Sunday, and you do. And you're the same one that say you praise the Most High God every day. But you're interrupting someone else that was chosen on a different path than you, that's doing her job by the Most High God, or his job by the Most High God. And you feel like it's comfortable. You're comfortable enough to come in and interrupt that because you feel like you doing God's work. No, you're not. Because this is God's work right here. There's a path, a different path for everyone on this earth. Your path is not my path. My path is not your path. And that's what y'all need to understand. So when you come on here, you do that. and you call yourself being funny, and you call yourself interrupting everything, you best and must believe that I am a chosen one. I was chosen to do this. And you best to believe you will answer to God every time that you interrupt me. Every time that you interrupt me, every time you throw out these shots, eventually, it may not happen today, and it may not happen tomorrow, but you will have to answer to my Father every time you stop me or come with those dumbass questions or come with those things to interrupt me or talking down on me or bringing up negative things towards me while I'm doing what God has guided me to deliver. So remember that. Remember it every time that you do it. And eventually, one of these days, He's going to remind you of every time you came on here and you did it. He's going to remind you, because I'm not bothering you, and I'm not coming to your church house interrupting you, or I'm not coming to your home interrupting you, but you're coming to my job interrupting me. I'm not bothering your job. This is my job. And I'm not judging you for whatever it is that you do, but you constantly come on here and judge me for doing what I'm guided to do. Or you're cracking jokes. Or you're trying to interrupt. So remember this. What you put out into that universe is what you get back. And every time that you do it, my Father God see you. And you're going to answer to Him. Believe that. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys today. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it don't resonate, then don't try to make it fit. And you guys have a safe and blessed, beautiful day. Have a nice one. What's that? I be